Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are looking at the cosine rule. The cosine rule is mainly used for solving triangles, which are not right-angled triangles. Okay, so for us to use the cosine rule to solve a triangle, we must be given either two sides and the angle between them. For example, you might be given angle A in the triangle and side length B and side length C. So angle A will be in between side length B and C. Also, we can use the cosine rule for solving a triangle when we are given all the three side lengths on our triangle. Okay, so let's look at this triangle A, B, C. These capital letters represent angles and the small letters represent the side lengths. I think we now know that side length A, small letter A, is opposite the angle A, which is shown by the capital letter, and side length B is opposite, this side length B, small letter B, is opposite the angle B, shown by the capital letter B, and side length C, shown with the small letter C, is opposite the capital letter C, which is the angle. Okay, so let's proceed. Now, this is how we use the cosine rule. For example, if we want to find the side length, let's say you want to find the length of A, side length A. We raise that A to the power 2. So the square of A equals to the square of B plus the square of C minus 2 multiplied by B multiplied by C multiplied by cos A. If we want to find this length of B, this small letter b, we say the square of B equals to the square of A plus the square of side length C minus 2 multiplied by A multiplied by side length C multiplied by cos B. And if we want to find the side length C, we raise C to the power 2 equals to A raised to the power 2 plus B raised to the power 2 minus 2 multiplied by A multiplied by B and multiplied by cos C. So, and this is how we use the cosine rule to find the unknown side length. Okay. Also, for finding an angle, let's say we want to find the angle A, we can use this one. A squared equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cos A. Also, if you want to find the angle B, you can use this one, which ends with cos B. And if you want to find angle C, you can use this last formula for finding which contains cosine C. But you can use also the alternative form of the cosine rule to find our angles, which is this one. Okay, this is the alternative form of the cosine rule, which is convenient if we want to find the angles. Okay, so cos A equals to side length B squared plus side length C squared minus side length A squared all over 2 multiplied by B multiplied by C. So let us look at how we construct this formula. If we want to find the angle A, we say cos A, and then the sides, the two sides which contain angle A, in this case side B, side length labeled as B, and side length labeled as C, are the ones which have got angle A in between them. So these ones are the ones which you write here. You find the sum of these two, of the squares of these two sides. So square of B plus square of C minus the square of the side which is opposite your angle. So, for example, angle A is opposite this side length labeled as A. So I will say minus the square of A over 2 multiplied by the side length B and C which contain angle A. Okay, so that's the alternative form of the cosine rule. If you want to find angle C, we say cosine of C equals to the sum of this A of the side length which contain angle C. So angle C is between side length A and B. So we find the square of A plus the square of B minus the square of the side length which is opposite angle C, which is C, over 2 multiplied by the side length which contain C, side lengths which contain angle C, which are A and B. So 2 multiplied by A multiplied by B. Also, and so forth. Even for cosine B, we find the sum of the squares of the sides which contain angle B. In this case, it's C squared plus A squared minus the square of the side which is angle B, which is this B, over 2 multiplied by side length C and the A, which contain our angle B in between them. So that the alternative form which we can use for finding an angle using cosine rule. Okay, so let me give you a question which will help us understand or enhance our understanding on using the cosine rule to find the unknown side length. So we want to find the unknown side length, and in this case, our side length which we want to find is A. So the question says, if angle A equals 49 degrees, side length B equals 11 centimeters, and side length C equals 8 centimeters, find A, the side length A. Okay, so using our cosine rule, we say the square of the side length which we want to find is the one which is written down first. In this case, A raised to the power 2 equals to B raised to the power 2 plus the square of C minus 2BC cos A. So I'm going to substitute values into this formula. So A squared equals to, my B is 11, my C is 8, so it's 11 raised to the power 2 plus the square of 8 minus 2 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 8 cos 49. Then we proceed. Here it's 121, 11 squared, 121 plus 64 minus 176 cos 49. We add these two values here, so I get 185 minus 176 multiplied by 0.656059 etc. Finally, my A squared equals to 185 minus, here I multiply, so I get minus 115,466. So I find the square root of A squared and the square root of 69,53361. 69,53361 is obtained after removing 115,466 from 185. So I find the square roots of both sides. So the square root of A squared is A, and the square root of 69,53361 is 8,33868. Finally, my side length A equals to 8,34 centimeters to 3 significant figures. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to find the unknown angle using the cosine rule. Okay, here the equation says calculate the angles of a triangle with sides of length 4 meters, 5 meters, and 7 meters. So we are going to use this triangle here. So I want to find the angle A first. So I'll say cos A equals to the side length which contain my angle. So it's cos A equals to the square of the first side length which contain my angle plus the square of the second side length which contain my angle. So angle A is between this 5 centimeter side length and 7 centimeters, so I add the squares. I find the sum of the squares of these two sides which contain an angle A in between, minus the square of the side which is opposite angle A, which is 4 squared, over 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7, which are the side lengths which contain my angle A. So finally it's called 58 over 70, which is 0.82286. When you go to your calculator, if you press the second function button or the inverse button, and then you enter cos, and then put this decimal, you will get your angle A as 34,04 degrees, okay, to 2 decimal places. Okay, now I want to find the angle B. So using the cosine rule, cos B equals to the square of the side lengths which contain the angle B. Okay, in this case, the side lengths which contain angle B are 4 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So cos B equals to the sum of the squares of these two sides which contain angle B between them minus the square of the side which is opposite angle B over 2 multiplied by one of the sides which contain angle B times the other side which contain angle B, which gives us 40 over 56, which is 0.7143. So if you press the inverse button or the second function button on your calculator and then enter cos and then put this 0.7143, you get your angle B as 44.42 degrees. Okay, let's proceed. We now want to use this cosine rule to find angle C. So cos C equals 4 to the power 2 plus 5 to the power 2. These two sides, these squares, are the squares of the side lengths which contain angle C between them, minus 7 squared, which is the opposite side, which is opposite angle C, over 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5, which is minus 1.5, 1 over 5, which is minus 0.2. When you press the second function button or the inverse button on your calculator and then press cos and then enter minus 0.2, you get your angle C as 101.54 degrees. Okay, so we want to check whether our calculations were correct. So I'm going to add all the three side angles of this triangle ABC. So if my working was correct, I'm supposed to get 180 as the sum of the three angles. So angle A is 34.04 degrees, angle B 44.42 degrees, final angle, and plus angle C 101.54 degrees. And I'll get 180 degrees as the sum of my triangle, which is a confirmation that my calculations were right or were correct. So this is the cosine rule for solving triangles, mainly which are not right-angled triangles. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.